Welcome. Do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Exclusive.
Local government fund stealing allegation. Governors blast Buhari. The 36 state governors under the Agencies of Nigeria Governors Forum on Saturday blamed President Muhammadu Buhari administration for failing in its statutory role of providing security of lives and property. The governor said Buhari's failure in this regard has allowed bandits, insurgents and kidnappers to turn the country into a killing field, abducting pupils in school, market square and even on their farmland. Last week, the federal government blamed the rampant poverty in the country on governors, whom it also accused stealing money meant for the development of local government council. The governor's position was contained in a statement entitled "Governors and the Nation Poverty Index. Clement Agba got it all wrong," issued by the NGF Director, Media and Public Affairs Abdulrazak Bello Bakindo. While taking exception to various allegations leveled against the subnational government on the rising poverty index in the country, as well as misdirecting resources to projects that have no impact to the people. The NGF authority accused the Minister of State for Finance, Budget and National Planning, Mr. Clement Agba, of protecting his paymasters and politicizing very critical issues of national importance. They alleged that the poor economic policy of Buhari's administration determines poverty and unemployment in the country, adding that most federal ministries, including agriculture, rural development, and humanitarian affairs, are not using financial resources at the disposal for the benefit of Nigerian citizens. This tirade early this week in the Minister of State by the Minister of State for Budget and National Planning, Mr. Agba, on the 36 governors, where he blamed them for the rising poverty index in the country, comes to the Nigerian Governors Forum as a surprise. The minister got his information totally wrong. His attack are not only unnecessary, but they represent a brazen descent into selective amnesia. It is also diversionary as far as the governors are concerned. The minister, who should be responding to a question, demanded to know what he and his colleague, the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, were doing to ameliorate the hardship Nigerians are facing, attempted to defray the notion that rising levels of hunger and lack are peculiar to Nigeria. True as that may be, Mr. Agba went further to explain that their government, through many of its social security programs, has been dedicating resources to alleviating hardship, and then goes further to accuse state governors of misdirecting resources to projects that have no impact on the people, while rightly pointing out that 72% of the poverty in Nigeria is found in the rural areas. The minister said that the rural populace has been abandoned by governors. This assertion is not only preposterous and without any empirical basis, but also very far from the truth. It is aggravated and deliberate effort as a minister to protect his paymasters and politicize very critical issues of national importance. Instead of answering the question thrown at him by journalists, Agba veered his attention to soft target that happened to be the 36 governors. It is the opinion of the governors that this dereliction that the minister is talking about lies, strictly speaking, at the doorstep of the federal government, which he represents in this scenario. First and foremost, the primary duty of any government is to ensure that security of lives and property, without which no sensible human activity take place. But the federal government, which is responsible for the security of lives and property, has been unable to fulfill this covenant with the people, thus allowing bandits, insurgents, and kidnappers to turn the country into a killing field and abducting people in school, market square, and even on their farmland. At this point, this is totally correct. I agree with him. The federal government is that they're supposed to be responsible for security of life and property, but they are unable to fulfill these promises they made to us. They have made it, they have made our country so unsafe that bandits, insurgents, kidnappers, in fact, they now operate freely in the country without any security personnel or anything. They abduct people in school, on their farmland, in market square. In fact, Nigeria itself is no more a safe place for even the Nigerians. This dereliction of duties from the center is the main reason why people have been unable to engage in regular activities and in commerce. Now, this is one of the reasons that people have not been able to engage in their normal trade activities and all of that, because of the fear of the unknown. They can go out now and God forbid they might be kidnapped, abducted, killed, or even a lot of harmful things might just happen to them. So because of this reason, they all decide to stay at home or do just little jobs to get them little amount of money to feed. Today, rural areas are insecure, markets are unsafe, safety of travels is improbable, and life for the common people generally is harsh. This is very, very unacceptable. The question is, how can a defenseless rural population maintain a sustainable lifestyle of peace and harmony when their lives are cut prematurely and they wallow permanently in danger? How does a minister whose government has been unable to ensure strictly security, law and order have the temerity to blame governor? Although the minister committed the folly of tarring all the 36 governors with the same brush, there cannot be one size fits all reply to the minister misguided outburst. For example, it is the federal government and that in its campaign message in 2019 promised to take 100 million Nigerians out of poverty. Today, records show that more than 130 million Nigerians are living below the globally accepted poverty line of $1 a day. Now, looking at this thing, our record back to 2019, when they needed our vote, when they wanted us to vote for them, they promised to take 100 million Nigerians out of poverty. So instead of taking 100 million Nigerians, now we now have 130 million Nigerians that are living below the globally accepted poverty line of $1 a day. This is very, very, very wrong. Our fund allegation, they are not using it in the right way. The money they're supposed to use to do different and build different kind of create job opportunities for people, for youth, to give them job opportunities and take them out of poverty. This money are not being used for that purpose. They are being misused, and this is causing more poverty level in Nigeria. We can drop our comments in the comment section, and